Okay, today we're going to go in the opposite direction. We already did graph to equation. Now we are going to do equation to graph. Okay, so the first one, we'll say our equation is going to be y equals mx plus b. Y is equal to 2/3 x minus 3. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is pull out the slope and pull out your y-intercept. So we know that the slope is attached to the variable x, so that would give us 2/3. That would be my rise, my change in y over my change in x. And my y-intercept is 0, -3. Okay, we know -3, 0, -3 is our y-intercept. All right, so I'm going to start writing down some steps here. So steps. Step 1, pull out the slope and y-intercept. So that's what we just did. We pulled out the slope and we pulled out the y-intercept out of the equation. Okay? Now the first thing that you're going to do with that information is to plot the y-intercept. So plot B, the y-intercept. So we know that that y-intercept is 0, -3. So I'm going to start at 0 and go 1, 2, 3. So there's my y-intercept. I plotted that on the graph. Okay, now we're going to use the slope. To plot any other point we want on the line. Use the slope to plot the next point. Now the key word here, and this is really, really important, is that you start at the y-intercept when we plot that second point. So here's my y-intercept. Now I'm going to use my direction. I know my change in y is 2 and my change in x is 3. So that means my up and down change is 2. So I'm going to start here at -3 and go up 2. 1, 2. Now my direction is to the right for the 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to plot my point. Now we only need 2 points to plot, to draw a line, but I wanted to show you one other one. Okay? Here we are. We've just gone up 2 and over 3. I could do it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I could keep going and I can plot as many points as I want using the slope. Up 2 and over 3. Okay? You are going to draw the line. So I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to connect those points. If you're doing this on Kami, which you will be, you know you can get a straight line out of it. Make sure you always put your arrows on the end because that line goes on forever and ever. Okay, here is our y-intercept. There's our B. We used that first as our point, and then we used our slope. And then number 5 is to label. Label the line. So what are we labeling it? Y equals 2/3x minus 3. All right? So you're always going to use your y-intercept first and then use the slope from the y-intercept. So let's say this one is y equals -2x plus 6. Okay, so our m, change in y over the change in x, is -2. How can we make -2 into a fraction without changing its value? What can I put that over? You are right. I'm going to put that over 1. So now I have 2 directions. Okay, I have my y change and I have my x change. And then I know that my slope, my y-intercept is going to be +6. All right? So if we have to, we can write it like this too, mx plus b, so you know what each value stands for. I'm going to use my y-intercept of 0, 6. So 0 all the way up here to 6. There is my first point. Now I'm going to use my slope for my second point. So -2 means I'm counting down, 1, 2, and over 1. I could do that again right from this point. 1, 2, and to the right 1. 1, 2, and to the right 1. I can go on and on with those points. As long as I had my slope, I can go continuing on. Draw your line. And we know that this represents y equals -2x plus 6. Okay, we have two special cases here that I want you to see. So the first one is y equals 4. Okay, so our first graph is going to be y equals 4. Okay, so we know that we have undefined lines and we have lines that have a slope of 0. So we don't know which one this is going to be. How would I graph this? Well, remember you need 2 points to graph a line. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make 2 points here. And the one information that I know, the piece of information that was given to me, is that my y coordinate has to be 4. So my y coordinate must be 4. So I am going to put my y coordinates in as 4. And it doesn't matter what any other number you use for your x coordinate, just so long as you can get it onto the graph. So I'm going to use 1 and -1. So I'm going to come over and plot over 1 and up 4. And then I'm going to go over -1 and up 4. So what kind of a line do I have? I have a horizontal line. I have a horizontal line. And do we remember a horizontal line, what kind of a slope we have? What would the slope be for this horizontal line? If you said 0, you would be correct. M is equal to 0. So we label our line y is equal to 4. Okay, the last one, x equals 3. Okay, well, we don't know the slope, we don't know the y-intercept, so I do know that my x-coordinate has to be 3. So because my x-coordinate must be 3, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find 2 points where x is 3. X is 3. I'm going to use 2, and I think I'll use -5. Doesn't matter what you put in for y, as long as your x is equal to 3. So my x is 3 over 3 and up 2. That would put me right here. Over 3 and down to -5. That would put me right here. I would connect my 2 points. Connect my 2 points, and I have a vertical line. A vertical line. So we know that if a horizontal line gives us a slope of 0, then our slope for a vertical line is undefined. And we would label it x equals 3. Okay, that's it for that.